Well, this morning I'm going to show you something. An artist that I was very keen on when I was a child, actually, and I used to see him on TV. My mother used to be fascinated with him because his hair stuck up. His hair stuck up so much, and he had such a good head of hair, and he had a backing group called the Brothers. Who else? Joe Brown. Joe Brown. This is a 2 CD that came out on Sequel Records in 1993. 49 tracks in total. A couple of live tracks as well. Joe came as part of the Larry Parnes stable of stars, and he was one of the few that refused to change his name to something that he felt was a bit embarrassing, so he kept his own name. He insisted on keeping his own name, Joe Brown, and he toured with Eddie Cochran, Gene Vincent, long-term friend with George Harrison. In fact, when Joe's wife passed away, he and George Harrison went away on holiday together. I should say about 7 years ago, I always wanted to see Joe Brown, and he had solo show on at the Brindley Theatre in Runcorn, and we had front row seats right in the middle, and the tickets were safely put away in the house, and we got ready on the night. I checked the tickets, and lo and behold, someone had the wrong date down in their diary, and it seems he'd been on 2 weeks earlier, so we missed the show. There weren't cheap tickets either. So we missed the show. So I can only think Joe looked down and thought, hang on, this is a sellout. How come some people have not turned up? Still, there you have it. Now, this double CD, it's got, as I say, 49 tracks in. Now, Phil Aston did a lovely interview. I've not seen all of it yet, of Joe Brown's daughter Sam, very accomplished singer, etc. And anyway, he's spoken before about box sets, CDs, etc. coming without booklets but inlays. Now this is an early example. This has got lots of cuttings on. You fold this out and you get this. Interesting cuttings. You will need a magnifying glass to see some of these though, but nonetheless worth seeing. Or you could scan it and then expand it on your computer. On the back, tons of information, but of course most people would prefer a booklet. Sequel Records, now Cherry Red, Demon Records, call them what you will, various sort of subdivisions. They've listened to people saying they prefer booklets and taken note of that and acted on it. And there's also a sign there, Piccadilly Records. That's going back some years. It's NED CD 235/1, and it says 1993 Sequel Records. Very worthwhile picking this up if you can find it on eBay or even Amazon. I think there's a live box set of Joe Brown's performances out as well. I've not actually physically come across a copy, but I'm sure it'd be great. And I know that there's some DVDs as well. But still, wonder if you were a fan of Joe Brown's. Now, talking of the hair, which I mentioned earlier on, of Joe Brown, you can see it somewhere here. You can see it there, see, sticking up. So there's your example. Check out some of Joe Brown's recordings anyway, and he's also a great mandolin player. Exceptional, I'd go as far as to say. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please click a like If so, please subscribe, because subscribing is a big help to me and it encourages me to feature more box sets and items of interest for you. Thanks for watching. Bye now.